Sup vlog. So I do these for every one of my football visits, right? Except I missed like all of them besides a few, so whatever. But this is Jerome Hain. Hain?
Hain.
Okay, I always say it wrong. And we are going to Benedictine University, the one in Lisle, Illinois. Little Catholic private college. Their head coach reached out to me and invited me. I haven't talked to anyone else, and I know nothing about the school, but it should be fun. Issue, I went to pick him up, and then I parked my car, and I go, oh, I have a 3-hour drive with 3% oil life. And so we're now in line waiting to get an oil change because we couldn't take his car, and it's faster to do this than to have his dad do it at his house. So yeah, we're supposed to be like 30 minutes late to the visit, and I don't know if it's like just me on the visit or if it's like multiple people, but yeah, hopefully I can speed and get it down to like 15 minutes late, because like 3 hours 30 minutes potentially late. So like I'd say if you go like 20 something over the whole time, you could cut off like 10. If you cut up in traffic, probably another 5, so that's 15. So we can do it. I believe in us. So I texted the coach on Twitter because that's all I have him on. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Any wise words for the audience?
No.
No?
Get an oil change.
Just get an oil change? Okay. So finished our little visit at Benedictine. It was really cool. It was really cool. We showed up half an hour late because of the car trouble. But like we said, we shaved off a lot of the time because we were supposed to be like a full hour late. Got campus tour from the linebackers coach because we broke apart from the group to get our own thing because of being late, and so it was just us and the linebacker coach, and he took us around in a shuttle bus, which was fun, really comfy actually, shuttle bus. And then went through some of the buildings. A lot of it was locked because it's break for them, so there was like nobody there, and like you couldn't go get food because normally they said on the visits like you good to go eat in the dining hall like a normal college visit because like you have to try the food, but they said the food there's really good. I hope that's true. But then we went to the field, then saw like the locker room and the weight room. Weight room was smaller than I expected. There was only 6 squat racks, but like what they had in there was pretty high quality, and then like they also had a bunch of the attachments and the different bars and stuff. It's like you can get a super good lift in there, but I would definitely be worried about like crowding. Like they said they base your lifting schedule around your classes, and I am wondering because there was like a cardio downstairs and then there's the gym, and they didn't show us another gym. So does that gym during the off season have to be shared with anyone who wants to use it? Because if so, that would really suck, because that's a lot of people potentially in a 6 squat rack room the size of like a normal school gym. And then yeah, otherwise coaching staff seemed really nice. Do you have anything to say about coaching staff for the visit?
They actually were very nice, very accommodating.
Well, that's all?
That's
okay. Yeah.
They did keep on asking me questions. They thought I was a recruit.
They did think Jerome was their recruit.
Oh, I apologize. This got braved.
It's okay. But yeah, shoot, there we go. Okay. But they kept thinking Jerome was a recruit. It was hilarious because, like, it's Jerome. Because he doesn't play. Do you play any sports?
I did.
You did. I know you did. Like, I'm not saying you're unathletic. I'm saying, like, yeah. But yeah,
I don't play any sports anymore.
yeah.
Like, unless it's like occasional basketball.
Yeah. True. YMCA demon. But, then you got to meet with the head coach.
That was pretty chill.
That was chill. He takes me into his room and he like says like, all right, where else have you been? But like, where are your favorites? And I'm like, okay, Wisconsin Lutheran, like Wash U, St. Norbert's, and he told me, he was like, well, we run an Okie defense, and that means that we want our linebackers to be big, like you. Like you are 5'10", 215, and our starting Will is 5'10", 215. And I'm not saying that you can't play Mike, because you definitely can. You did it right here. And then he pulls up my film, and he starts like talking about my specific film, which is really cool, and showing me like why. Or you can speak on this, because I don't want to talk about myself.
Okay, so where did you leave off?
Like, he pulls up the film. What is he saying?
Pulls up the film, and then like I said before, he starts talking about how Mason is an energetic, aggressive guy. He's something that brings a lot of energy to the team. He adds a lot of personality to a team. And he said that's the exact person he's looking for, and he wants to add him to a 3-man linebacker rotation.
Yeah, he said the linebacker room right now is the 2 starters are really good, and then there's no depth. There was not a third guy to rotate in there like he wants to, and next year he said those 2 guys are seniors, so it's wide open, and like he'll be like in a pickle. Like he said, this coming season, those 2 guys will be seniors, so like it would be me and them rotating in, and that would be super good. And then after that, he's hoping for other recruits, because the guys on the roster right now are good guys, but they're not good apparently. And he said like, you already are faster and seem to run better than most of them, is what he was saying. That was confusing me a little bit. But yeah, he said if I went to St. Norbert's, they'd probably switch me to D-line, even though they're saying linebacker now. And he said Wisconsin Lutheran, probably the same thing, because Tano actually played for him, and like that defense would be like, they'd eventually just switch me to D-end. And he said you can definitely play D-end here if you want it, but if you actually want to stay at linebacker, I feel like Benedictine is your best choice. I'm like, okay, that is very good information, because like I love D-line, but I definitely am a linebacker. I don't like not thinking on the D-line, and obviously you think, but like I love I can read your defense, I know where you're going. Like I love that. It just, I don't know, it makes me happy. And like he said that for you, because you have so much D-line experience, like you played O-line before, like you're really good at shedding off of blocks and you're very fast. He said I could on 3rd downs potentially walk down and put my hand in the ground and be off that edge and just pass rush. And that sounds so fire. Like that is me. That is me. Like that is me. For 2 downs, I shut down the run. I do my job, and then I get rewarded with a sack because I get to go pass rush on 3rd down. Like, that sounds heavenly. So, fire visit, fire coaching staff, fire ideas. Campus, it's hard to get a read of it because of so much of it was closed off. The business center was super, super nice because it was $1.4 million or something.
14 million.
Yeah, 14 million.
$14 million building.
Super cool. Yeah, but like everything else was like, it was nice, but like the science building, I think we walked through like maybe one hallway, and then everything else was closed. The class sizes were like the exact same as every other college I visited, where it's like small, huge whiteboard, projector, like smart board, and then like just like the normal big tables of seats. Like, I like that it's not desks, whatever, I don't know, small class sizes they made a point of. But yeah, and then the whole visit we kept talking about raising canes because we were starving, and we both just got caniac combos. And
no, the coach, the linebacker coach, he kept on talking about, oh yeah, let's go get some canes. Yeah, the guy was more obsessed with canes than we were.
Very true. kept saying that we got it on his mind, and he did not end up coming with us. It would have been nice for him to come and pay for my meals, because my card did decline 3 times before I stopped trying to use my mom's card, and I just used my own money, which I had $20 on that card of mine, so that's a little disappointing. I'm down to $3.92 left on that card, but we'll persevere.
We always do.
All right. See you guys.